I want you. I mean, okay. Before we start, I just want to ask you girls that can anyone just turn on your microphone? Who is ready to volunteer?
Me? Hi.
Okay. Hello. So up till now, uh, do you have any idea about how solidity works, or even the basics of solidity? No, I'm
We
just
don't
asking.
know, like,
Okay.
we don't know how solidity works in the background,
Hmm.
but a little code part.
Okay, you guys have been introduced to the code part. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've been introduced to that.
Second thing is, are can you guys cope up with this English type of thing? I might even speak some Hindi in between because that's how I teach. So just tell me. Feel free to tell at any point if you are unable to understand what I'm trying to say, because that's how I teach. Apologies for that. But okay, thank. Hey, don't call me sir. Hey, come on, man. Okay. So first, just for 15 minutes, we are going to just understand a little bit about why we are doing this, why this blockchain stuff, right? Why? So, okay, I am going to give you an example of farmer. Come on, middleman, and us customer. Okay. So what happens nowadays is like the farmer will sell some vegetables. Okay. Your mom, he'll say that, hey, it is at 50 rupees for this much amount of vegetable, and this middleman will the middleman will say, no, I will not take this for 50 rupees. I will just take it for 40, take it or leave it. Okay, this will say, oh no ma'am, I have a family and all this my father, huh? I have a family. I just need more of money. Come on, man. But he will say, no, I'm not going to give you more money. I will give you 40 rupees for everything that you have. Take it or leave it. Now, this middleman will, what we will do is, he will take this as an opportunity, and he will increase the price by 100 rupees, and he will sell it for 140. Okay, now he will say to the customer that, hey, the farmers are suffering from this drought and all of these, so they are not being able to feed their family. So what I want you guys is to pay some extra money so that we can send those money to the farmer. Now the farmer will not get the money. The customer will be at loss, and all of the money will go to middleman. So this case happens everything because there is no transparency. So what Ethereum and in this smart contract thing, what it will do is like it will automate everything, and everything will be transparent. It will give it will give 100 rupees worth of thing, and the customer, right, will know that, okay, he's giving 100 rupees, the middleman is taking like 30 rupees more, it is 130, and everything is working fairly. So this is the example that we will be working on, and everything on Ethereum is public. All right, and I guess you guys got in base, and now let's start coding, right? All good.
So just to add to what Priyanshu, you can hear me, right? So just to add to what Priyanshu mentioned, so I think there was a discussion over the weekend about, okay, hey, how is the decentralization happening within the blockchain, and why we are even learning this blockchain as a technology there, right? So to Priyanshu's example here, what is going to happen is, I think Priyanka has spoken to you multiple times about farmer profitability, supply chain traceability as projects. So this is a prime example of that. So now there is no transparency because the customer doesn't know how much farmer is making, how much the middleman is making, and it's all very scattered. Different pieces of information, the different segments there, right? When we bring these whole stakeholders, all these three stakeholders, right, farmer, middleman, and the customer onto blockchain, on the on the blockchain, everyone can actually see what the transaction has been, right? What the transaction has been between the farmer and middleman. The customer should be able to see that, okay, hey, the middleman is paying only 40 bucks to the farmer, okay? Because those records are, imbibed on blockchain on the node there. And, the beauty part of the blockchain is, none of, those records can be tampered with, right? So if you write that 40 on blockchain, it is going to be there forever, right? So that anyone in the near future, so for example, like, today is June 13th, right? So on June 13th, middleman paid 40, rupees. On June 12th, the middleman paid 50 rupees. So people should be able to understand how much the middleman has been paying the farmer, and then the customers can take a decision or do the bargaining, etc., and all, based on that. So the so to summarize, so the blockchain allows you to have more and more transparency about what is happening in the space. And when the records are actually written on the blockchain, they are not tampered, so they are foolproof. And and that's sort of what the beauty is, right? In the general world, the middleman can say, how can you say that, like, I'm paying only 40, I have paid like 160, but I'm giving you at 140 to you as a customer, because mere ball bitna padega, so that's why, like, I'm giving it 140. As a customer, you don't know whether the middleman is telling you the truth or not, right, in the real world. But in the blockchain world, it is totally doable and possible. Makes sense? I think, I hope you are able to, understand and get a, clear understanding of why blockchain and the, the use of blockchain. Let me take, I'll pause. What do you think?
Hello. Okay. Shall I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead, Priyash.
Okay. So now we shall start with smart contract development. So it is the, the thing that we have been talking about. The middleman is going to be the smart contract in this case, and everything will be transparent. So let's start building at this. So at this point of time, how many of you, okay, you guys have 100% in JavaScript, Kiran said. So I want you guys to think this of a normal standard JavaScript program or any sort of programming language. We will incrementally make this a solidity code, and you will not even know that it is a solidity. It's like a difficult thing. No, it's just a very simple thing. And slowly, and by the end of like 3 to 4 weeks, we will be very good at solidity. That's something that I can guarantee. Okay, so let's start. So when we start a solidity program in Remix or whatever, at the first we have to give an license. Yeah, this is a mandatory step. If you don't give, it will give an error. Sorry, not error, a warning. And when you deploy it to something like the mainnet or testnet, then it might even say that, okay, no man, we don't trust this, and something like that. Okay, so this GPL3 license, and the warning will be gone. Is it not gone? Okay, it's just a different error. Now, we're starting a solidity program. We have to define this pragma solidity, and it has three things. This is the major release, 0. This is the minor release, and these are the what do you say, the bug fixes or the breaking release or whatever we say. Simple, minor, very small changes. Okay, and let's think that you might have coded in Java or in C++, right? There is like a class, right? There is a class that binds everything together. In Solidity, there is nothing known as class. Instead of class, there is a contract, because it's a smart contract. So we write contract and the name of the contract. Data types. Simple, done. Are you guys able to understand up till now? 100% you would have been.
Priyanshu, sorry to interrupt you. Guys, I actually want you to actually start opening and then write or follow Priyanshu and then replicate the code, and let's see what is happening at your end as well. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So the font is the font perfect? Hello. Is the
Yeah, it is.
font size? If you are typing in chat, how will I know? So at first, we shall go with the very basics, which is the numbers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. The number that I get out of 100 in my college examination, which is 0. So we shall start with an unsigned integer. What is an unsigned integer? Integer जो कि पीछे नहीं जा सकता. मतलब means it starts from 0. Okay. So we shall start with UINT. U for unsigned and integer to know what integer is. Now, you have to declare an access specifier. What is an access specifier? Public, private. Remember in your object-oriented classes, if you have been through that, there you have learned about access specifier, public, private, protected, right? Something like this. Same thing is here, public, and now we have to give the variable name. Now one, and by default, this uint is nothing but uint 256. Okay, and now I'm gonna give like 40. Now let me, what does u and 256, what does 256 mean? Can anyone ping in chat? Or in fact, for ease, can anyone just turn on your mic there and say it? Okay. So can you tell me the range? So it ranges from 0 to 256 minus 1. So इतना बड़ा नंबर जा सकता है इसमें, ठीक है? 250 क्या 200 255 तक थोड़ी ना जाएगा. But I need to store my phone number here. They'll work just fine. Okay, and same. It's the and this is the, I guess, the maximum that you can go. Okay, and the minimum is like uint 8. 8 is the minimum, and it will go from 2 to the 2 to the power 8 minus 1. Public num equal to, wait, what will happen if I give 210 here? Can anyone tell me? Okay, it's a simple answer is it's gonna 210 should work. Okay, yeah, okay, it is in the range. I give 2100, it will throw me an error that yeah, it's out of the range. Okay, it's too large to fit in uint 8. Understood? Okay. Hey Kiran, is my screen showing properly, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And I guess yeah. Now we move on to integer type. Now, can anyone tell me the difference between uint and int? You can turn on your mic.
Int can take negative as well.
Good. So, okay. The one who said, what will be the range of uint 8 in? Sorry, what will be the range of integer 8?
Integer 8. It will go from minus 2 to the power 4 to 2 to the power 4 minus.
Topper. Nice. Good. Correct. So it will go from 2 to the power minus, 2 to the power 4 minus 1, minus 2 to the power 4 minus 1 to plus 2 to the power 4 minus 1. Yeah, that's it. So I can give like a minus 2 is the, I guess we covered the integer and the uint. So all the arithmetic basic stuff will be performed by this, right? Now we shall go to Boolean. Boolean means true, false. Bool, public, ef, okay, equal to false. equal to true. As you can see, this is turning blue, means it is legit. Now, if I do something else, it will not take. Okay, these two only will be taken by Boolean. Now, these are the very basic stuff. Now, we shall talk about string. Now, string is a very twisted. It's a very twisted topic in Solidity, because in Ethereum, string is like a computation. It can become very computationally heavy, because can anyone tell why? I'm gonna take a check the chat. Check the chat. Okay, nothing. Okay, I'll tell out a couple of codes later. Okay, so public Priyanshu data, it's working fine. It's not throwing any error. I am putting the string in double quotes just as usual. And now there is another way to store the string, and it is in form of bytes. 8 bytes public Priyanshu data 2. Oh. Now tell me, what is the difference between this and this? I guess I would want you to turn on your mic. No one?
Bytes will store till only 32 bits, and string can have larger stores.
No, that's byte 32 array. That's byte 32. Bytes will store in hexadecimal. What is the hex of? It's not zeros. Hey, how am I able to check from this ASCII table? Okay, never mind. You know what? I will just compile this and I will deploy this. So you can see issue data. Priyanshu data 2, it was like 6F, 6.5, and 6F. Now, if you convert this from 6F, 0x, 6F will be nothing but O. If you try to convert it back to string. So we will learn the concept of byte 32 a little bit later. Now, all the basic things is done. But do you think that this is the convention that you should follow when you are providing, or you are going with the large scale code bases? Can anyone tell? Is it good to declare everything as public? Right? No, definitely not. So what we have to do is we have to generate getters and setters for every single thing, right? How we generate getters and setters? First, we declare it as now you can see that every public data is nothing but a getter. Okay, so when I'm calling number one, it is giving me the value, and it is not changing the state. It's giving me, it's returning me directly the value, right? So if I want to change the value, then it will be a setter, right? I need to pass it through parameter, and the value will be changed. Once the value will be changed, there will be a lot of there will be the state of this contract will move from state 0 to state 1. It means that the transaction has occurred, right? So now let's start creating the setters. Okay, and set num1 uint data. So whenever you are trying to pass a parameter value, make sure you use underscore. It's a naming convention in order to identify it properly. Okay, now I will do it public, or I will show you another way of doing this. You should not do it public directly. And now num1 is equal to Works fine. Up till now, is there any doubt? All good? All good?
Any questions on that? Okay.
Okay. So now, okay, I shall now deploy this contract, and I want to ask you a question. Why is it in orange? Can anyone tell me? I just said it.
It's differentiating function from others.
How? How is it differentiating function from other? Well, you are right to a certain point. So this is changing this value, right? It is changing the state of num1 by taking the input. Understand? That's why it in orange. But if you see, so this public, this when you declare something in public, right, on a state variable, it automatically creates a getter function. So this is same as this uint this num1 automatically creates public a function get num1 public pure public view returns to int. I'll come to this a little bit later. So when you create something like this, like num1, and you write public in it, it will automatically create a getter for it, and I will show you. Instead of this, I will make it private. Now, private means you won't be able to directly access this, right? Now I'm going to comment everything. See, the get num1 is in blue and the set num1 is in orange. Are you guys clear with this? When you are not changing the state, this function will be in blue. Okay, understood? uh, Now I shall tell you about what this view is. Why is view here? Is it because we are able to view this code? Don't we have eyes or what? Are they explicitly telling us it is a view? No, it is because there is a variable that is declared here up here. Okay, we are returning it through via a function. That means it has to be a view. If you are accessing a state variable, then it will be view. If you are not accessing a state variable, then it will be pure or not changing. Okay, if you are not changing, then it has to be nothing like a view or pure. No. Suppose you are doing a normal computation, compute kar le, and it takes two variables, uint underscore a, uint underscore b. Now I'm going to make a mistake. Public. That's it. Return a plus b. Now it will show public returns uint infinite gas, and there is a yellow mark. Now, do you guys know why it is showing this thing? Can anyone tell? Yeah, you can turn on your mic. Okay, I'm going to one more time. Let's do this. Okay. No, it's not that no view. It will not be view. Reason being, it is not accessing any state members. So it will not view. It will be pure. Shuddha bhai, Shuddha desi ghee. That's it. Now, as it is pure, so you might also see that it is not changing any state variable. It is not viewing any state variable. Then what will be the color of this function? Tell me. What will be the color of this function when I deploy this again? A simple question. This, see, red, red. How? How? No, it will not be red. It will be blue because I'm not changing any state variable. I'm neither reading it nor changing any state variable. So it will be blue. Why does it need to be some other color? Very simple stuff. Okay. So we have done getters, we have done setters, right? Now I'm going to tell you how are you going to return this thing if it is not public. This is private. Okay. We okay, up till this point of time, we have learned how we can set an integer value, get an integer value, declare an integer value. Now the big thing is how are we going to get this data, this string data. I'm going to comment everything. जो बोलेगा उसको ट्रीट मिलेगा मेरी तरफ से. You can turn on your mic and say this. How are we going to return this?
By using a getter function.
Okay, so we will be doing a getter function. It's a simple question. Public view returns string. Simple. Public. Wait a second. Huh. Tell me why this error is coming. Now we have created a getter function, right? Can anyone tell me why this error is coming? In Ethereum, there are 3 types of storage. Okay, memory is RAM. You know, it's RAM. It's a very temporary type of stuff. Storage is this. These are all storage. These are stored permanently. There will be call data. Call data is used for basically bytes, and they are only used for parameterized stuff. I will get to this in detail, but you know, this Ethereum is stupid. You have to declare memory when you are trying to do any sort of computation or any sort of chedgani with string. Cool. So we have created this getter function, and let's try to deploy this. This is private. Get works fine. Let me see the chat. Everything is all good. Yeah. Now, at the same way, tell me how am I going to create a setter function for this? You can turn on your mic. Okay. As you can see, you are getting the same error. And here, what is the error? Yeah, before we move on, we also should understand what is this error. Data location must be memory or call data for the parameter in function if none was given. कुछ नहीं दिया है, ठीक है, उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई, दिमाग घुस नहीं रहा उसके, क्या है भाई ये स्टोरेज क्या है? So you have
Memory.
to excuse me. You have to explicitly declare it, and now everything is now perfect. Now it will work perfectly fine. Let's deploy this. Now I'm gonna set. now we encountered. No, we did not encounter any error. Sorry, just my PC. Yeah. See, the string got changed. All good. What's next? What's next? So we covered all of these. So you guys have done this in JavaScript, right? These getters and setters, this arithmetic operation, right? Yeah, you must have. You must have. So now what we will do is we will now focus on our what do you say? This comparison stuff. If else and all. Okay. I'm going to create a function. Let me write it. Create a function. It's not a SQL statement, my bad. In which you take two numbers and check which is greater. How will we do this? Simple. Tell me in chat. How are you going to tackle this? Now, if tell, you can tell openly your doubt or anything. And if I'm going too fast, you should also tell me. I will just slow my pace down completely. Okay. You have to use the chat or you have to use the mic for that. That's how will I know? Okay. Shall we execute the problem statement that I said? Okay, let's do it. Now I'm going to create a function. Its name is compare karo. It will take two arguments. Integer, no, uint, my bad habit. Uint a, uint. It will be public. Tell me what will be here. Now I'm going to compare two statements. Tell me what will be here. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, nice. You're listening. Good. Here returns. What shall I return?
Uint.
By uint, we are comparing to. Okay. So you want to return the output in 1 or 0, something like that. We shall return it in string. We will have some fun. We are not here looking at the optimization. That's advanced level stuff. We are here to have fun. We are here to just make these free. So these are local blockchain, and it's like tons and tons of money that you can spend, paper money, for your experimentation. So now, if A greater than B, now what I'm gonna say, return A is greater. Else, now what I'm gonna else if there is also else if underscore A less than B, return B is greater. Else return बराबर bar. Am I making any issue? Any error at this point of time? चल गया. चलो. Let's compile this and deploy this. So I have to be serious. I'm just teaching. 5, 6. He is greater. See, all good. Now we have compared two integers.
I have a doubt here.
Yeah, sure.
Why we have used pure here since we are not changing in state? मतलब
We
यहाँ
are
पे
not-
pure हाँ
view में जब sorry जब हम so what's the doubt again?
yeah actually why we are using pure here?
कुछ चेंज हो रहा है?
कुछ नहीं.
कुछ व्यू हो रहा है? कुछ भी है? कुछ व्यू कर रहे हैं हम लोग स्टेट वेरिएबल?
नहीं.
नहीं. तो चेंज भी नहीं हो रहा, व्यू भी नहीं हो रहा। सुनो, इसका ये जो अभी मैं चीज बोल रहा हूँ, इसका सिर्फ एक ही एक्सेप्शन है। एक ही टाइम पे तुम प्योर की जगह व्यू करो, वो बहुत बाद में बताऊंगा तुमको। अप टिल देन, if there is no, if you are not viewing the state variable or you are not changing the state variable, pure, अंधा प्योर भाई, देखना ही नहीं। ओके, ऑल गुड।
Okay, like if we were adding here something, then यहाँ पे view use कर। A में A और B में अगर 1 ऐड कर रही हो तो
नहीं, क्यों?
मतलब वो
भाई
ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करना है ऐसा।
तो तब वो भी नहीं होगा। देन not even, neither view nor pure. Why? Because it will be changing the state of okay, can you give me an example of what you are trying to let's code it out together. Okay, tell me what do you want? I'm commenting here. Okay,
So what I want is A में 1 ऐड हो and then
ये
दोनों को compare कर।
अच्छा, it don't know, a is in parameter, right?
Yeah.
Then it will be pure. Yeah, if you are changing this parameter thing, then yeah, it will be pure. It doesn't have to just relate to, if it is not changing this, if it has no relation to this, yeah, okay, all good. Now we shall go to the big difficult stuff. It is a little bit difficult only if you think it is. How are we supposed to compare two strings when this stupid thing is not able to in fact take the input properly? You have to declare this as a memory, you know. This stupid is not even able to take parameterized input properly. How are we going to compare two strings and check if both are equal or not? Can anyone of course I will, मतलब बताओ भाई तुमको कौन ये बता सकता है और एक्सप्लेन भी करना है, क्योंकि बीटी देता है मेरे को, तो बहुत बीटी दिया था ये वाला सेम कॉन्सेप्ट। इट्स अ लिटिल बिट टफ at this point of time. You can mug it up, doesn't matter. I mugged it up, but on the later stage you will be able to understand why we are doing this. Okay, let's compare two strings. Function compare two strings. String memory A, string memory public. This I'm just copying. Okay, all good. Now I need to check if A is equal to B or not. If A equal to return equal है, else return at immediately an error. The error means built-in binary operator double equal to cannot be applied with string memory and string memory. I mean, both are string memory, so नहीं होगा भाई, क्यों बहुत ना करें। So what we have to do is first we have to encode this by abi dot encode path, and now we will do a same thing. We will do abi dot encode act. Now what is going to do, it is, I guess, encode pact is going to just take many arguments and it is going to combine them and turn it into a hash, right? Still it is not working. Still it is not working. This stupid thing needs another thing. It need, you have to cryptographically hash, you have to perform some extra magic on this, only then I will be able to compare, else I won't, because I am stupid. So this magic thing is known as KSAC 256. You have to mug this up. Mug this up. Cryptographic hash function. So what's wrong? What's wrong? KECCAK. Okay. I can't even mug it up. KSAC 256 ABI encode bagged. That's it. अब क्या error है? Yeah, it's all good. Now it will work fine. So you have to keep this in mind when you are trying to compare two strings. You cannot directly do this. You have to first encode back, then you have to cryptographically hash. After that, you have to cryptographically hash this. Only then you will be able to compare. All right, a little bit tough. We need a little bit more practice. So for that, I will give you assignments. Okay, all good. Is there any doubt? There will be. Okay.
So Priyanshu, so far I think so girls, you are seeing this, right? I think you all have done like a lot of JavaScript, and this is exactly similar to what JavaScript has been, with little bit of changes there. So Priyanshu, what I want you to explain the girls there is what is the uniqueness of the Solidity, Ethereum, and the blockchain that is coming here. So these are similar to the JavaScript itself, right? But
Yeah.
what is it that unique that we are doing here, when we are pushing everything onto the blockchain? So can you just might take a moment to explain that?
Pushing everything into the blockchain in the sense, okay, so I can tell how it works after this. So when you are coding, when you are deploying a smart contract, everything will be gone. Yeah, none of this will come into use. It will be okay. I'm going to share. Hello. My audible?
Yeah.
I'm going to explain it in a different way. So this is the smart contract, right? When you compile the smart contract, every time, so in JavaScript, what happens? It executes line by line. It's a scripting language, right? It executes line by line. Here, what it will compile, two things that will be generated at this point of time. Okay, one is the smart contract address. You see this address, this long ass address. Okay, I copy this, paste this. It is similar to what your MetaMask has, right? When you open up your MetaMask, you will see that place Sapola, this thing. Okay, this is another address. This is similar to that of MetaMask. So this thing goes it is uniquely identified, and this smart contract address is with us, and everything when goes to the Ethereum virtual machine, right? Contract is named as JSON, bytecode, and ABI, right? This contract name JSON, where is it? I need to show you this.
Right. So
yeah, this.
You're able to understand this now, right? So what happens in the JavaScript is, when you compile the code, you'll get an output. That's pretty much it, right? But in the case of Ethereum, now what is happening is, whatever the transactions that you are actually doing, it is associated with the contract address, and that address is being written on the blockchain there, right? So we started the discussion with, the farmer profitability, that the three stakeholders there, right? The farmer, middleman, and the customer there. So in this case, whatever Priyanshu has showed so far, we have a unique contract address, and that address is being written on blockchain. So even say 10 years down the line, and then like if you wanted to come and see what you have coded, or whether whether the logic that you have written is good or bad, or like whether the output is correct or not, you can go back to this transaction on your blockchain and can verify and can see what has exactly happened, or what has transpired 10 years ago or 5 years ago, right? So the basic point here is, no one can actually erase the data there, so the data is permanent, and no one can actually tamper with the data. So you were able to understand now the difference between why this unique technology, and like why we are building a layer on top of Web2. Any questions?
I will add something on
did I summarize it? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Priyanshu.
So you guys can see every time I'm making a change in this, I am deleting this, I'm deploying it again, right? It means you actually means this whenever I'm deploying the smart contract, it is permanent. See this contract, whatever it is, this contract, this is fixed. So it means this is this much code in it. Any change that I do, right? If I write any sort of change and I save it and deploy, it will be another contract, right? So that's what Kiran was saying there. Yeah, now you can go on.
All right, let's take a quick pause, pause here. Girls, any questions? Were you able to understand? Were you able to get the concept behind the whole technology and then what we have done so far? Mati would love to please unmute and then let us know your thoughts. Karima, yes, sir.
Like it's been good so far. I've been understanding.
Yeah, the thing is, if you don't understand after this, what I'm gonna do is like I'm going to ask you to just code live with me. After this, I have two assignments with me, so this is what I was planning. So you have to understand. You have no other options. Okay. If you feel stuck, you have to keep asking me questions. Okay. Now the difference will come after this as well. After loops, there is like mapping and yeah, array things, right? There are some basic array things that are different from javascript like makes everything so easy, in terms of just coding language. We are not going into Ethereum. We will just iteratively learn about various things of solidity speciality, right? Those global variable like msg. Now you can msg dot thing that a block, about block, it has like timestamp, it has message has like value, message has all of things, and that these things will violate this pure and view thing that I guess next class we will learn about these. But at this point of time, let's make everything simple. And the next now the problem is my Sepolo is not being connected to MetaMask. Next, every homework that I'm going to give, I will give you a smart contract address. You will fetch the contents of it by yourself, and there will be the assignment written. Okay, so that's what I want you um, girls to do. Okay, can you please explain again? Okay, so is that are you cool with this
Can you
technique?
go again? What you just said?
Okay, so I guess you will understand after. So what I'm going to do. You will understand this later after this. So what I'm going to do is I will deploy a smart contract in a test net. Okay, there is a main net and there is a test net. Test net is for testing purposes. I will deploy a smart contract that will have the assignments written in it in form of string, and you have to click on the getter function to get the assignment, and I will just give you the smart contract address. Okay, cool
Yeah.
with you
Okay.
guys?
Cool.
Now, we compare to string. What do we have?
Priyanshu, like a small doubt.
Yes.
So when I was comparing the strings thing, there is some error popping up.
Hmm.
Like the encode path is not found or not visible.
Can you share your screen?
Yep, sure.
Wait, Swati, I have to make it work. Give me a second.
Or you can just
Okay.
send the screenshot. Wait.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No. Let's let her share the screen, so that.
Yeah.
Okay, Fauziya, can you make Swati focus, please? Fauziya?
I'll take this code.
Yeah, I think she put it on the chat, but let me
Yeah.
see if we can make that one.
I'll take this code and I'll copy it. Let's see if it works or not. If it works in mine.
Swati, feel free to share your screen now, please.
Okay. Is my screen visible? Like,
Yeah. Maximize.
Yeah, works fine. Oh, encode packed. PACKED.
oh shit, sorry.
Wait, then what? Someone
Okay.
gave the code in chat. Who's?
No.
I was just sharing my code
They,
in case you need to refer.
Oh,
Okay, it worked. My bad. Sorry.
all good, all good. No, you should make mistakes.
no, nothing is bad. This is how we learn. Actually, yeah, good, great job. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else want to share their screen? Like, were you able to compile? Were you hitting any errors so far? We want to see more and more errors actually.
I need to share my screen.
Okay, Priya should go to the next one.
Yeah, sure. Now we shall go. I will only go through for loop. While and do while you can practice on your own. I guess. Is that okay? It should be right. So for loop is exactly the same as any other programming language. Copy paste, simple, no changes. Copy paste. Okay. So function for the sake of code, I'll do it. Public pure. I will be doing pure. Returns event. What I'm going to do is add 10 numbers. That's it. Event val is equal to क्या दिक्कत है रिटर्न नहीं हो कितना है और event I is equal to 0 I less than 10 I plus we are incrementing 10 now val is equal to val plus 1 return all good or I should make it val no star2 will make it 5 okay I'm deleting this contract. I will deploy. Now loops 51. Damn. Yeah, it's 51. Makes sense. Cool. Now let's come to the big things, which is mapping. By the word mapping, what do you guys understand? Can anyone ping in chat?
Dictionary.
Python. Yeah, nice. It is similar to that. It is that, but it is less. It is inferior in terms of the power that and the flexibility it gives. So, but it is a key and value pair. Simple mapping. Now I said inferior. Now people are gonna kill me. Okay, it's not inferior, but in terms of when we compare it to students, we can do a lot of flexible stuff in dictionary Python, but in Solidity, that's so irritating. But we have to get used to it. Now, the key will be in uint, and the value will be in string. Now I created a getter for it. Now I need to create a setter for it. How will we set the values? Right. So for function add to mapping. Now I need to take the key in uint underscore key and the string memory value public. See, as I'm not neither making pure nor making view because I will be doing some changes. Now db of like this. Okay, you have to put square brackets db of key equal to value. Okay, is everything fine? Looks good. Let's deploy this. Now I will add it to mapping. I will make as key as 1, and I will add Kiran. I clicked on it once. I will make key as 2, value as Priyanshu. Okay. Now I'm gonna to mapping. Now it will have it in its memory. I mean TPST piece. I don't know why. Now if I call as 1, it should call return the value named Kiran. Do it 2, it should return the value Priyanshu. All good. You can see this as orange because it is changing the state variable. It means पैसा खर्चा हो रहा है भाई. Okay, इसमें खर्चा बहुत होगा because it is changing the state variable. Okay, now mapping is done. Now let's go on to arrays. Arrays, and after that only one topic will be remaining, and we will create I guess one we haven't done the arithmetic operation. After this we will do the arithmetic operation and the alu wala project, and we will wrap it up. Okay, are you guys able to understand this mapping thing? You can ping in chat. Okay, good. Now mapping is done. Let's go with array. I will I created an array. Now I will add an element to it. Event element public. I will be changing the state variable, so it will be my array dot push. Now, before we move on, you can see all the function it has: length, pop, push, and push value. Okay, so we shall push an element or append an element. Dot all right, now this value will append to this array, and the first index will be the element that I will add. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Add element 100. Index 0, array starts from index 0, the value is 100. Works fine. Now this is the easy part. We need to update an element now. Okay. Function update element. This is also easy. 2 into 256. I will teach you a new concept here. Index and un 256 un the value. Click. Now what you can do is, now obviously if the array is of size 2 and I give an index of 3, then it will be out of bound exception. So what you will do, if this value is okay, I'm just writing it in comments. If the value the index is greater than equal to my arr dot length, and then you will write the else statement and all. But there is a better way of doing it. I'm going to tell you. You guys need to hear this very carefully. It is a require statement. Require मतलब देख भाई ये कंडीशन जरूरी मांगता है, ठीक है? ये नहीं होगा नीचे का कोड नहीं जाएगा एग्जीक्यूट, ठीक है? So this is require statement. I need require index lesser than my array dot length. After you provide this condition, if this statement fails, right? नहीं भाई index तो ज़्यादा है, then it will be an there will be an message that will say, hey, no, this you violated this condition. I will not execute the code. It will be index out of bound. All good. Now there is an error. What is an error? It's all good. Okay, my array of index equal to new equal to underscore new. I hope it is fine and it's not giving an error. All good? Do you guys have any doubt in understanding? We will execute this code. Okay. Just tell me if you have any doubt in understanding this, because it might be a little bit tricky. Cool. Shall we execute?
I have a doubt in mapping.
हाँ पूछिए.
Like I'm able to that set the mapping, but I'm not able to call it.
Share.
Okay, screen.
Yeah. Okay, Kiran, can you give her the access?
Done. Dharma, you can share the screen.
Okay. Is this my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when like I'm calling it from here, then it's showing this error.
Yeah, but there is a white color patch there. White color patch.
Yeah.
DB, no, in DB, no, in the contract, there is a DB and there is a white color patch. There is an index. You need to add the key there. 2, right? If you write 2. Okay, you have already given 1. Nice. You got the answer?
Okay. So we can't call the whole mapping at a time.
Yeah, we can. But for that, we need to write a function.
Okay. Puri mapping the function.
Length, we find the length and that's it.
Thank you.
All good.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm wearing my shades. That's why I'm saying why everything is so dark. Wow. Now delete element. Function delete element and I give the index. Now I'll ask you a question. Click. Now in order to do it, in order to delete an index, we can't directly delete it. But as we have this push operation, we will also have a pop operation, right? So use your brain and tell me, how will you delete an element from an array of indexes? Sorry, an array of elements. Tell me. Open your mic. Give me the DSA. This is complete DSA. Here, the array is immutable, so the size is always fixed. It can't shrink. It can't shrink. Yeah, of course it can shrink, but there is a okay. You get it. What I'm trying to say. If you delete an index, okay, if you delete a value from a certain point of okay, कैसे समझाऊं मैं इसको? रुको रे 2 मिनट. मतलब ऐसा बीच में से नहीं निकाल सकते, कुछ एक जुगाड़ लगाना पड़ेगा. सिंपल सी बात है. तब बीच से नहीं हटा सकते, तो क्या करोगे?
We can make a temporary array and then जहाँ तक वो value आएगा उससे पहले का index as it is copy करके leave that index and start copying.
Computation? इतने पैसा लगता है इथेरियम में?
We can use the same array as well. For example, if the index I has to be deleted, so you can just loop from I to, the length of the array, then I would be I plus 1 and so on. And then you pop the last element.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's the that's how you do it. First, you find the element. We swap that element with the last element. We pop it. Okay, understood. So okay, if you understood, you can ping in chat. इस chat में देखता नहीं रहे. Require first. I will require if this in. Oh, okay, no, I'm going to copy this. Okay. Now we are going to if index is less than my array. Where is my array? Dot length -1. If it is true, then my array of index is equal to my array of my array, which is the last element, dot gth -1. We put it we throw it to the last element. So in this line of code, we are throwing the index and we are swapping it with the last element. Now my array dot pop. We now deploy this, but for this we need to add some elements. We need to add some decent amount of element. One to a for okay, we added 4 element. Now I need to remove the index index 2. Delete element index 2. It is deleted. How am I supposed to see the logs? Well, no, but I can say that in index 2, if I try to get the head element, update element, delete element, this is public my array of 2. The value is 4. Can anyone tell me why? Why the index 2 is 4 at this point of time? Because I deleted it, of course. But the reason is it got swapped with the last element. That's why. Simple. Do you guys have any doubt? The chat. It's all good, right? Did you guys code this?
Anyone thinking an error?
Now I guess we have the last concept of today. It is events. Now, do you have any idea about events? Any one of you? If you can volunteer. Okay, I will explain. So every time I am calling this yellow button, okay, every time I'm trying to call a yellow button, all I'm getting is this stuff, decoded input and this stuff, right? When I'm trying to update a state variable, I am not sure, means I'm not getting the surety that it is getting updated or not, right? So plus in Ethereum, if I can maintain a history of the elements that I have changed, then it would have been very nice, right? But in order to maintain a history, you have to use an array, right? Suppose in an array, every time you change value, I will just push it into the array. Okay, at this point of time, this value got changed from this to this. You can use this, but imagine how computationally heavy it will be. So therefore, these guys just said, okay, we will give you a very cheap alternative. It is called event. In event, what happens is like every time you change a state variable, what you do is like fire this, trigger this event, and it will show it in the logs. So this is logs, it is empty here. But when I fire an event, there will be the information like a event key and index value. I just declared this. Okay, this will be there in the logs, and you will be able to know, okay, at this transaction this thing happened. Okay, nice. And it is very cheap in terms of computation. Okay, any doubt up till now? No. Let's fire this code. For this I need a key and value. Okay, so let's use this. Use this mapping. Deleting this. Every time I'm changing, or every time I'm adding a value to this mapping, what I want is confirmation. Okay, भाई हुआ है भाई, टेंशन थोड़ा मतलब अंदर से खुशी होनी चाहिए ना कि मतलब रह गया है इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे ये चीज हुआ है. ठीक है, so what I'm gonna do is fire this. You declare an event with the keyword event. You fire this with the emit function. Emit tera by pro key and value. Key is key and the value is underscore value. All right. Every time I'm going to change or add something in this TB, the key and value will pop up in the logs. And these logs are, I guess, they are not on chain. Okay, you can just get those logs by your ABI. With the help of ABI, we will talk about ABI a little bit, I guess, next class. But at this point of time, let's check. I will add it to mapping 1 and Priyansh. See, same thing, but when I click on this, you can see the logs. Damn, look at this, so much information. From which contract, sorry, from which address. This is the address. Topic, I have no idea what this topic is, I forgot. Okay, event tera by pro, this is the name of the event. Okay, arguments 0, so these are the arguments number. Okay, if you want to track these logs, there will be 0 and 1, and you can check, okay, at this point of time this happened. Index is index means first value is index. Index means you will be easily able to track the values, but if you want to check the keys value, it is not indexed. There will be only 3 indexed values in one event. Okay, इंडेक्स से क्या होगा ना, तो आसानी से हो जाएगा, वरना जब तुम्हें खाली बिना इंडेक्स चीजें ढूंढनी होता है ना, थोड़ा बीटी होता है, वो थोड़ा बीटी रहता है उसको करने का. सिंपल सा बात है, तो इंडेक्स कर देते हैं, लेकिन ये ज्यादा नहीं होगा ना, खर्चा हो जाता है इंडेक्स करने में. ठीक है, all of this is maintained. I guess if you have any doubt, you can check. I am pretty sure there will be a doubt in why we are emitting this. Okay, you guys are free to ask. It's all good. Hey Kiran. Hello Kiran.
Yeah.
I'm coming in 2 minutes. Okay, up till then, can you just keep track of the doubts?
Yeah. So that's like so far, were you able to actually execute this stuff at your end? Feel free to unmute. Whatever errors are you getting. Cool. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I was having a problem. So the speed is fine. Everything is very good, but I'm not able to like code along with it. Either I can listen to him or I'll code. Otherwise, I'll miss a topic.
No, don't worry. I think we will try to upload this recording, in the next 1 hour or 2 itself, so you can.
Yeah, and along with that, can we like get the last contract that he's writing? So
Okay, so you want the log of his contract that he has written?
yeah, actually going through recording is a bit.
It's a pain. Yeah, I know. I
Yes.
totally understand. Great point. Now let's put it to play and show. Any other feedback?
No, that's it. Everything is really good.
But how,
He teaches very good.
yeah, how are you liking it so far?
I'm loving it so far. I'm actually enjoying the class.
Awesome. Good. Great feedback, actually. Yeah. Well taken. Thanks for getting to play and show.
Hello.
Yeah, Priyanshu. Okay. So Priyanshu, we were just having a conversation. So Garima gave a couple of inputs there. She's actually loving the session, and I think most of folks here are. If you might be soon after the session there, right? If whatever you have put, if you can send us the log of the code there, the clicks will replicate, at the end.
No. I did not understand. Again.
Okay. No. Go back to your screen actually. Or maybe let's do this. Did everyone execute any errors so far? Let's fix the errors first. Because as we mentioned, this is more of live sessions. No errors. Everyone is good. No, this is the time. You see like how Swati did that, how Garima was able to solve the errors.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiran, can you just repeat the feedback? It's important.
No. Go back to the screen.
Yeah.
They want this code, so that it seems like they are not able to listen and code a lot. It was little fast, but that's still okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can share this file with them, just soon after the session, they will
sure. Yeah. Hey, I will. Okay, I have to. I was trying to make it everything in form of contracts, but I guess it will be a little tough in the beginning. But in the next session, I will tell you next session. I will tell you how you can verify your contract, how you can deploy it on other chains as well. Because Ethereum, there are a lot of layer 2 chains on Ethereum like Polygon and all. How you can deploy these Solidity codes on that, and how you can share everything with your friends and like this. And we will slowly get used to it, because today I guess we covered almost all of the basics. Now only the structs and enums are left, and the structs, enums, and the global variables. Let's learn about payable. Okay, let's learn about payable. Okay. I have the copy of this. Okay, you don't have to worry. So, give me a second. Savage. Doesn't work. I'm going to create. I guess I changed the data type. Sorry, the extension. Create a contract by Savage. Here, what we will do is I'm going to walk you through this. This is the contract that I have. Sorry, these are the contracts. These are my accounts. Why did I say contract? Sorry, these are my externally owned accounts. These are EOAs. Okay, every MetaMask account that you have, right? Those are EOAs. ओके दे आर खुल जा, हाँ दे आर एक्सटर्नली ओन्ड अकाउंट, मतलब इसका प्राइवेट की का एक्सेस मेरे पास है, ये मेरा है भाई, इसमें पैसा है मेरे पास, ठीक है। बट एवरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हु हैज एन एड्रेस, ये जो तुम देख रहे थे, व्हेन यू डिप्लॉय अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देयर वाज एन एड्रेस, that is known as smart contract address. There are two types of address. Smart contract address में क्या रहेगा, कोड रहेगा, ठीक है। स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एड्रेस खुद ब खुद ना ऐसा कुछ डिसीजन नहीं लेगा, तुमको ट्रिगर कराना पड़ेगा कैसे, ठीक है। ये एक और डिफरेंसेस है, ये है गैस लिमिट की, कितना गैस जाएगा एक बार में, ठीक है। ये इससे हद से, इससे ज्यादा एक्सीड नहीं करना, ठीक है। सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट, द स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट इज आई गेस वे, and I guess 10 let's I guess it is Kiran, it's like 10 to the power 18 one way
Yeah, it is 10 to the
It's 10 to the power of 8.
Yeah.
okay, so way is the smallest unit. Here we will be sending some money to smart contract, this smart contract, so that it will you know what, it will have some capability to just transfer the money if via some if some condition occurs to some other guy. Okay, so address payable. Someone said red, who was she? Now yeah, now we will get okay. Sojana, she said the function's color was red. I'll show you. When you write PAYA payable, public, what's my name, PR code. Now I give this address. Okay. Now ऐसा डायरेक्ट नहीं देना होता ना. Wait a second. Did I make any mistake? 0x नहीं डालना होता क्या, ऐसा डालना होता. I guess I made a mistake. Address payable public code. Give me a second. Can anyone tell me what a mistake I made? Check. Come on. Now it will work. Hey, come on, man. I make silly mistakes like this. We all make. Now, is there any else mistake? Address, I might be. Come on. To make.
semicolon is not.
No, it's not the semicolon. It's a very stupid. Do I have to, how to? I need to check. Let's check this error, right? How to declare a payable? I should have just checked it, because this is something you cannot directly address payable. Okay, it's not address. Instead of address, you have to write, I guess, payable. Yes. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully. Yes, it works. So when you type, when you put on an address and you want to make it payable, you have to cast it to payable. Okay. Now I can send money to this PR code. Let's try this. इस भेजते हैं इसको पैसा. तो ये इस पे है, अभी इस पे मारते हैं. चलता है कि नहीं देखते. पैसा भेज नहीं चलेगा. प्रेस पेबल ऐसे नहीं चलता अभी. तो अपने को क्या करना पड़ेगा, इज लाइक वी नीड टू क्रिएट अ फंक्शन data send. You know what, let's make it we shall pay this we shall pay money to this account later. First let's send money to the smart contract, or ether to the smart contract. Let's send public now. I'm going to delete this. I hope. Yeah. See, this is now red. Red means payable. इस पे पैसा जा सकता है, ठीक है. Now I need to send this ether to this to deploy. Did I not send money properly? Click table, and the balance is 0 ETH. It's in mine, but executed. I just need to check it why I'm not able to do it. To action field, but send this to public people. Let's try this again. Send this instead of way. It works. Why didn't it work? Can anyone tell me? I have no idea why it didn't work in the first time. Is it because I did 2000 GUI or something like that? Now, I was successfully able to send 20,000 way to this smart contract. Now I have no means of checking that how much this smart contract has, because I sent 0.000 to it, so I know that this smart contract has this much amount of money. But there might be several people who execute this, and there is no way of retrieving this smart contract. Sorry, the money that we sent to the smart contract. इस पे जितना पैसा भेजा हमने ये लॉक होके रह गया. There is no way of getting this. So ऐसा ना कुछ कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं, जब उनको टोकन डिस्ट्रॉय करना होता है वो एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे भेज देते हैं, उसको डिस्ट्रॉय मार देते हैं. ओके, so now let's check the balance of a contract. So in order to check the balance of a contract function, check balance public. Here is the first violation. Now I'm not changing any state variable, but I'm writing view. When you are trying to check the balance, when you are trying to use the message property, or when you are trying to do some global variable stuff, there instead of pure you have to write view. That's it. Okay, return address of this dot balance. By this mean the smart contracts money, the amount of money that is trapped inside the smart contract will be visible. I'm pretty sure so you might have some doubt in it. Can you turn on your mic if you have any doubt? Send पैसा भेजते थोड़ा चल गया. Now let's check balance to something. How much is this? 20 million way is inside this contract. ये गया, ये अब निकल नहीं सकता, तो इसको अपन कैसा ट्रांसफर करेंगे? डॉट इसमें ट्रांसफर फंक्शन होता है, ट्रांसफर फंक्शन की मदद से हम ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं. फंक्शन ट्रांसफर एड्रेस एड्रेस इसमें ना तो हम कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो हम करेंगे एड्रेस डॉट ट्रांसफर और वैल्यू कितना डालेंगे? एड्रेस ऑफ दिस डॉट बैलेंस. ओके, अभी एक एक करके ना. नाउ लेट मी make you understand this, and let's walk through this code properly. I'm just removing this. We will not use this right now. In order to send balance or send token to this contract, you have to make this payable and you have to make this empty function, right? If you generally just want to send way or ether to this contract, I sent this data. If you want to check the balance, how much money it has, you have to write address of this. This means this smart contract dot balance. Address, any address dot balance, it will give you the amount it has. Transfer, I am providing a payable address as a parameter, and I am transferring all of the money to this address. Understood? Or am I going too fast? Can
I
someone
think
tell me?
I think we have a question in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Kyuki, see, that's the why did he put in that table wala bracket? Nahi, it's not metamask wala bracket. So the thing is कि इतना जितना मेरे को फिलहाल पता है, एड्रेस जब तुम डालोगे तो एड्रेस बहुत टाइप से यूज हो सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमको उस पर सिर्फ पैसा डालना ही डालना है, राइट? You might even use this for like checking that okay, this if this belongs to this address or not. You do, it's every time you do not need to transfer money to a declared address. तो अगर मैं लिखता हूँ एड्रेस प्रियांशु is equal to this डायरेक्टली, कुछ एरर है? नो एरर. बट मैं चाहता हूं कि इस एड्रेस पे पैसा भेजे कोई, ठीक है? आई नॉट कोई भी एक फंक्शन जो कि इस स्टैटिक एड्रेस को, ठीक है, ये डायनामिक है यहाँ पे, हियर इट इज डायनामिक, आई एम पासिंग द एड्रेस थ्रू पैरामीटर्स, बट हियर इट इज payable. If I make this payable, then it will not work directly. I have to cast it. Understood? Prisha, all good?
Like I understood like what you said, like the address can be used either of ways, but like the address you like put in the line like table and this is 0x58. So that 0x58 is address of
This is address. This is an externally owned account of this. It is a, you know, a normal virtual machine. This is a local blockchain, you can say. Okay. This is a local blockchain, and this is an address. This is a wallet. This is something like MetaMask only. Okay. These are all the accounts that I have. Just like in MetaMask, when you open MetaMask, there are tons and tons in the account. So these are the testing accounts that I have. For
so,
this,
all right, this is
local
one
blockchain.
of your test account.
Not mine. It is remixes.
Okay, got it.
Hey Kiran.
Yes.
कॉन्सेप्ट आज का हो गया सर.
Okay. Good. So girls, any doubts? You know.
So that means you have to give.
Sorry, I did not get you actually. Sajina, hello. Okay. So
I have
Go ahead.
I have 4 assignments for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Priyanshu, might be complete that, and then I'll give them the brief of like a little bit of logistics on the Discord actually. Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to give the assignments?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll send you in text, but there are 4 assignments. Might take some time. Okay.
No, brief them about what they have to do.
No, it will be in the. I mean, the same thing that we studied only. So related to that. And there are have to give contract address. No. Okay. Means are you talking about the method in which I said that I will give assignments? No, not for today. Until and unless my MetaMask decides to do it.
No, Priyanshu, I think this was for the payable methods there. So you're mentioning about the test contract address that is there in the remix, right? So Solvina's question was like, do we need to give the contact address there? Going back to the code.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I understood what she's saying. Wait a second. Okay. Huh? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so you are talking about these addresses, right? Yeah, you have to this and you have to paste it here. Everything is linked, right? These are all a single unit in Remix. Remix is separate. Let's not blend all of these together. Do you understand? For methods as well, yes, for methods as well, there are several accounts. You can just take another account and just put it there. Understood? और या वे हिंदी में बोल दो यार मतलब मैं समझ लूँ डाउट. ओके. अरे सर नहीं सर बच्चों
I have a doubt here.
हाँ या
यहाँ पे एक तो undefined gas आ रहा है and in the starting वहाँ पे infinite gas आ रहा है. Can you please explain?
हाँ अनडिफाइंड जावास्क्रिप्ट में होता है ना.